Hey guys, so I have sort of good news. I bought some better lighting today, and I'm just waiting for Chris to put it up, and then I will maybe have better lighting in my videos. So there's that. But in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about what it's really like being pregnant in high school. Okay, so I know that a lot of you can guess, it's hard. But, I see a lot of pregnant girls in high school that, will post pictures with all their friends every day and act like everything is exactly the same. And, for some people it might be, but that's not always a reality. And I know that me personally on my channel, I've never really talked about the negative parts of being pregnant at such a young age, because I choose to focus on it being a positive thing, and this channel is to spread positivity, but it's also to inform, and I want you guys to know the truth of what it's really like. If you're expecting and you're about to go into a new year of school, or anything like that, or if you're just curious. So the first thing is that you're gonna lose a lot of friends, most of the time. Some because you're pregnant, and others just because when you're pregnant you can't do as many things as you used to do. You can't go to like trampoline parks, you can't go to ride roller coasters and water slides and everything like that. And if your friends end up wanting to do something like that, they can't really bring you along, and it just kind of brings some distance between some friendships. So my junior year which was before I got pregnant. I got pregnant the summer after my junior year. So my junior year, I had a lot of friends. That was the year I started to kind of take myself out of drama and just situations that I didn't need to be in, that I didn't need to focus on. And I noticed that when I did that, I made a lot more friends. And so I had a good amount of friends. And then fast forward to summer, I am about to start senior year, and I announced that I'm pregnant, and I had some friends right away just stop being my friends. Most people didn't, say anything about it. They just kind of withdrew themselves from me. But I did have a few friends that, confronted me about it. I had friends that told me I was ruining my life. And I understand the perspective of someone thinking, that I'm ruining my life, because they don't know that you're planning on continuing everything you were doing before, that you were going to finish high school still, that you're going to go to college still, that you're still going to do everything that you planned on doing, just with babies or a baby. So yeah, I had some friends that were, pretty rude up front, and then I also had some people that kind of just took themselves out of my life. Honestly, I probably have 3 or 4 friends that I've been friends with that have stayed my friends. One of them, obviously, you've heard me talk about, Madison. She's still my best friend, has been for like 11 years now. But, most people just kind of don't want to associate themselves with you. But after, or like while I was pregnant, or like afterwards, I made new friends, and these were friends who already knew that I was pregnant or knew that I had babies like when they became my friends. So it wasn't like a thing where they, pulled away from me because they already knew. So yeah, that's like a really big thing that I didn't really expect, you know, is losing some of my closest friends. Another thing is that you don't realize how much, you know, more careful you have to be when it comes to going to school. Like you think, oh, okay, I'm pregnant, I can just go to school and everything is going to be completely normal. I'm just going to go to my classes, go here, go there, and everything's going to be normal. First, especially if you're towards the end, you have to pee a lot, and I don't know how this works at other schools in other states or whatever, but I know that in the school that I went to, a lot of teachers didn't really let you go to the bathroom. And obviously, you know, when you're pregnant, you can get a doctor's note for it, but it's just kind of a hassle, and it's a hassle to keep having to leave class and miss things, and, you know, so it was a hassle to have to pee all the time in class. And another thing is that morning sickness, if you get hit really hard with it, you know, it's really hard to get up and go to school when you're throwing up the whole first part of your morning. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I threw up in the toilets at my school. And I mean, it's disgusting, which, you know, I didn't really have a choice. I mean, I wasn't gonna throw up all over the place, and I wasn't gonna, you know, like, miss class. I wasn't gonna just skip school if I was feeling bad, because then I would be skipping, like, every day. So there's that, and I mean, there's just the constant, I mean, I had really bad migraines with my pregnancy, and so sitting in class trying to focus, trying to listen to all the noise, trying to walk through the hallways with all these people screaming, you know, it's really difficult when you have, you know, bad headaches when you're pregnant. Another thing is that when walking through the hall, I'm sure, you know, you've had a kid bump into you, you know, either you turn around and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, have a little nice exchange about it, you ignore it, or, you know, you might even fight about it or whatever, but you don't think much of it, you know, you don't really, I mean, it's over after it happens. But when I was probably like 22 weeks, I was walking down the hall in between classes, and a freshman girl, she was running through the hallways, and she ran into me so hard it pushed me into the wall, and I hit my stomach on the wall, because obviously my stomach was bigger than the rest of me, so that was the first thing to hit the wall, and I didn't really have enough reaction time to, you know, put my hands out or anything. You know, the babies were okay, but things like that could be a lot worse. You know, you could get tripped, you could get pushed, you could anything. I mean, I've been caught up in a fight before. Like I was just walking, and then these people got in a fight, and like I'm sitting here in the middle of it. And if that happens when you're pregnant, it could go really badly. Another thing is, I didn't expect teachers to be so judgmental. I mean, I had a teacher, and she was my choir teacher, and you guys can, like, feel free to say something about me if you're in choir, like, if you loved her, that's fine, you guys can love her. I personally have had a lot of problems with her over the years. She kind of made me hate the thing I love to do most. And I didn't get along with her, which is fine. You don't have to get along with other teachers. I've had plenty of teachers I don't like. I know everyone has. So that should have been the end of it. And I know that she wasn't too fond of me either, but I heard from multiple teachers that this particular choir teacher was talking to other teachers about my pregnancy and talking bad about it. And I also heard from multiple students that she was talking and saying that I ruined my life, and she said, oh, I always knew she'd get knocked up, she was a whore. I mean, like, things that I don't even expect other, you know, students to say. I mean, yeah, I kind of do, but I mean, things that are wrong for students to say, you know, teenagers, let alone a teacher, a professional, an adult. Like, I don't know, I didn't expect professional adults to react the way they did. And I mean, I had a lot of teachers who were supportive. And I mean, my first period teacher, Miss Edwards, I love her. Shout out to you if you're watching, which I know you're not because that would be weird. But like, I loved her. And she was my first period teacher, and I was her office aide. And she would always tell me, hey, if anything goes wrong in the mornings and you want to be late to class, or if you want to like not do anything, or if you just want to lay down or whatever, you know, you're fine. You can eat in class. You can do whatever you need to. Just let me know because I know how hard it is and everything like that, which is great. And it's strange to see such a mixed reaction. But yeah, I think that's about it. It's just, if you're pregnant at a young age, you know, you can expect things to go wrong, but those are just some things that I didn't expect that happened to me. Not necessarily that they're going to happen to you, but that's what happened to me, and I didn't at all expect it to happen, but here we are. We made it. All is good. So that's going to conclude this video. Once again, I'm sorry for the shitty lighting again. But I'm gonna fix that hopefully in my next video. And thank you guys for watching if you made it to the end. And if you are pregnant and you're at a young age, or you're not at a young age, or you're not pregnant, good luck. Everything's gonna be great. You'll be fine. And losing friends and all of these things that happen aren't gonna matter once you have your little baby. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next video, hopefully sooner than the other videos that I posted.